Huge bad news from EA CEO Andrew Wilson out of an investor conference. Through deep community engagement, innovative content and agile execution, Andrew Wilson said we're reignited momentum in EA Sports FC after a temporary slowdown in Q3. January gameplay update, which was the biggest live service that we've ever launched in FC, combined with outreach to our player community and our Team of the Year event, resulted in a true brand building moment with our fans. Feedback was overwhelmingly positive on the faster pace of gameplay and reward tuning. The regular cadence of updates, events and highly varied content releases that followed throughout the quarter continued this strong momentum. As a result, net bookings came in well above expectations, with player engagement up double digits following the January update. Specifically, our competitive cohort engagement returned to more normalized levels and ended the quarter up year over year. This was Andrew Wilson, EA CEO, speaking on May 6th, 2025. And for a lot of you out there who are thinking maybe with the downturn in the financial performance of EA earlier in the year that we might see some more positive changes for FC25 going into FC26, then you could not be more mistaken. This sounds bad. Why? Because what changes will they make going forward? None. Because the small changes they've made throughout the year and the way they're portraying this as a really positive outcome where the game is at currently should have people very, very worried. Another investor asked EA Andrew Wilson what caused the temporary slowdown in EA Sports FC and how it was fixed. Andrew Wilson explained the slowdown was due to a fewer players migrating to FC25 and feedback that gameplay was too defensively tuned for core competitors. He addressed this with targeted marketing and the franchise's biggest ever gameplay update, which successfully re-engaged players. Wilson says listening to the community and cohort-specific marketing will be priorities in the future FC launches. If you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you to nowhere. A further investor asked another question about how EA and the World Cup impacts monetization, noting that the player spending often comes later. Notice these questions here, folks. What are we talking about? We're talking about monetization. We're talking about players spending on later on in the game. So guys, if you think things are going to change for FC26, it's not. You're very much mistaken. Andrew Wilson responded to that. He said the World Cup always boosts player acquisition and engagement, leading to long-term business growth. The 2026 tournament in North America is a huge opportunity. Last time, EA's regional player base grew 50%. Wilson expects strong upside again, especially as EA plans to deeply integrate World Cup themed content, note that word content, into FC26 across PC and mobile and console. The big thing you guys should be worried about is that they are just thinking money, 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 money. How can we make more money? They're not thinking about how they can improve the game, because based on the information he said before, the changes, tweaks you've seen throughout the year in FC25, what has that seen? A massive amount of negativity right now. They're just going to be hammering you guys to spend more money throughout the game cycle. So if you don't like the game now, you're going to hate FC26. If you are still going to play the game, you're still going to buy the game, at least at the bare minimum, do not pre-order the game. Pre-ordering the game when you know nothing about the new game, you're just giving them money free for nothing.